Hey there, lammies! Welcome back to another Animal of the Day video. Just a quick reminder before we get started that it's Spirit Week. Can everyone go, whoop, whoop, Spirit Week, whoop, whoop. Today is Dress Like a Superhero Day. So I wore one of my very favorite shirts with Buzz Lightyear on it. Does he count as a superhero? I think he should. What do you guys think? If you guys dressed up at all, you can send me a picture at the Lambs Class email, or you can post it to the Lambs Class Facebook page, whichever one you want to do. All right, so time for our Animal of the Day. Yesterday, we talked all about the red and blue poison arrow frog. We learned that when a mommy frog's babies hatch from their eggs, they have to climb on her back, and she takes them to a plant where they are safe from predators. We also learned that their bright, pretty colors are a way to warn other animals that they are poisonous and dangerous. At the end of yesterday's video, I told you that our animal of the day would be someone who swims in the ocean and has the word angel in his name. If you guessed the angelfish, you got it. Have you guys ever seen an angelfish maybe at an aquarium or maybe at the pet store? Let's see what there is to learn all about the angelfish. Angelfish are some of the most colorful marine animals. Their natural habitat, there's that word again, we might see it again later, are coral reefs. Can you guys say coral reefs? When I went to Australia, I swam over a coral reef. If you've never seen it before, coral is this really cool kind of plant thing at the bottom of the ocean. It's really pretty colors, but it feels hard, almost like a rock. So like all of our animals this week, angelfish come from an egg, but they're born a little bit differently. So the mommy angelfish will lay her eggs at the surface of the water, and then she'll go back and hide from predators. And then those eggs will drift along the top of the water until they settle at another reef. So when angelfish are born, they're basically on their own, expected to take care of themselves. Underwater or open sea photographers love taking pictures of angelfish because of their bright, beautiful colors. But even though we see them all the time, there's not a whole lot known about them. They have very interesting behaviors, and they change the way they look and the way they act as they get older. All right, let's talk about their habitat. There's that word again. I knew we were gonna hear it today. Angelfish are found on coral reefs in tropical and subtropical seas. There are 74 different kinds of species of angelfish. I wanted to take 1 second to show you guys a bunch of different kinds of angelfish. There are 74 different kinds of angelfish in the world. Isn't that crazy? 74 different kinds. They all have their own colors, shapes, sizes, and markings. Some of them are herbivores, and some of them are carnivores, which we'll talk about a little later. Isn't that cool? So what do angelfish eat, and how do they get their food? Let's find out. A lot of angelfish are actually herbivores. That means they only eat plants. They scrape algae off rocks. Have you guys ever seen algae maybe in a fish tank?
Jock, I said no cleaning.
I am ashamed.
A lot of fish actually eat and clean up algae, so that's what some angelfish do. Other angelfish, on the other hand, are carnivores. They eat things like shrimp and worms and different shellfish. Bigger angelfish have strong beak-like jaws that can chew through harder things. Some angelfish even have longer, thinner lips so they can kind of poke in between rocks and in between coral to get their food. So what are angelfish like in the wild? I wonder what kind of behavior they have. So some angelfish can be a little bit more territorial. That means they have an area in the ocean that they believe belongs to them, and they'll tell other angelfish, you need to go find your own house. This is my house. Kind of like how we talked about our frog friend yesterday, they like to have their own space, but sometimes they'll all swim together. I think it just kind of depends on what kind of angelfish and what mood he's in. So because angelfish are so colorful and pretty, they don't camouflage very well. And he's not like the frog where his colors are to say, I'm dangerous. He's just really pretty and interesting looking. So sometimes predators will come after the angelfish. But he's made so thin and kind of flexible that he can kind of swim between rocks and under coral to protect himself. All right, let's learn some fun facts about our friend, the angelfish. Some angelfish have markings near their fins that kind of look like eyes. I've seen butterflies that have similar markings on their wings. And they have these so that will confuse predators and they'll actually stay away from their face. And that helps those angelfish survive. In some species of angelfish, the young angelfish will have different markings by the time they grow up. So they'll look one way when they're young, but then there's body markings and colors might change. Angelfish are found in ocean areas all over the world, but they mostly stay in coral reefs, so these kinds of areas. My favorite thing that we learned about angelfish is how they change colors and how there's so many different kinds of angelfish. They seem really interesting and really cool. All right, Lammies, if you would like, you can send me 3 things you learned about the angelfish on the Lambs Class email. Tomorrow's animal is a really fun one. I believe it's from Australia, and it even has a song about it, but it also comes from an egg. I'll give you a hint. He sits in the old gum tree, Mary, Mary, king of the bush is he. Have you guys ever heard that song? Maybe you can get your parents to help you with that one. All right, Lammies, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!